and I am your master.
Welcome, everyone, to Pete Norman Court here in the Larry Cole Gymnasium on the campus of Highland Community College in Freeport, Illinois. I'm the marvelous one, Marvelous Mark Masters. And I am along with the King of the Britons, King Arthur Schmidt.
Arthur, King of the Britons.
And we are here for your Region 4 Slugfest with the number 7 team in the nation, the Triton Trojans. They come into the night's matchup 17-3 on the season. Very solid. They defeated your Highland Cougars not that long ago. I believe it was close to just under a month ago. On January the 23rd, the Trojans won 90-60 in Chicago. Jason Kimbrough led the way for the Cougars with 18 points. And Jaheim Siago followed with 14 as well. Now, this is another big-time matchup for the Cougars, a chance to get a statement win on the season. They took the number 3 team in the nation, Indian Hills, to the brink, sent them to overtime, and unfortunately lost by, I believe, 6 or 7. They have a chance at another big heavyweight matchup here tonight against the Trojans. Again, they're number 7 in the nation, 17-3 on the season. Your Cougars come in at 13-10 on the season. In that game back on January the 13th, the Trojans had 6 players in double figures, led by number 1, Alexander, with 15 on the evening. So they spread it around and keep it going very well. So we'll see if the Cougars, again, maybe catch them napping, because sometimes you can just mail one in when you know the team on paper isn't as good as you. Again, we've had that problem before. Maybe Indian Hills did that last weekend, or at least last week at some point. Tail of the tape, not as far-fetched as it seems here, but we'll see here. Coming in points per game, the Trojans average 83 points a game. Your Cougars 75. Rebounds a game, very close. The Trojans average 39, your Cougars at 40. Assist, exactly the same at 18 a game. 3-point percentage, this is where both teams are good, and if they catch on fire here, this could be a high-scoring ball game. The Cougars come in averaging 40% beyond the three-point arc as a team. The Trojans at 35. Field goal-wise, as a team, the Trojans have the edge at 66% a game, and your Cougars at 62. Leading the way for the Cougars, number 1, Jason Kimbrough, the sophomore from Arizona, 18 points a game, leading also 6 assists on the season is Jason, and then followed by Adidas Davis, the sophomore from Buffalo Grove, 14 points a game, 6 rebounds for him. And then the other 2 in double figures, Walter Hill Jr. in street clothes today. I don't know if he's got an injury or what else could be the issue, but unfortunately he is not in the uniform tonight, so we will have to move on without him for the moment. TJ Pangonis, 10 points a game for him as well, 45% beyond the three-point arc, 48% for Jason Kimbrough, and 46% for Adidas Davis. Again, the Cougars have a three-point machine that when it's on, look out, they can score in bunches. So we'll see if that offense can come up here against the Trojans. We can hang with anybody. Again, we hung with Indian Hills for 40 minutes of the ball game. Unfortunately, we couldn't finish it off in the last 5. But we shall see here. We're about 2.5 before we start the starting lineups. And once again, it appears that young Audrey Link will be singing the national anthem. She does a great job, and it appears she's ready to do it again here when the time comes. Next broadcast, again, will be for the ladies this upcoming Tuesday against my dreaded foes, the Kishwaukee Cougars. Again, my father-in-law went to school there, and my cousin is currently employed there, so we will have a throwdown in the family for that game. We'll see what happens, but that will be Tuesday as your Highland women will finish out their Arrowhead Conference schedule against the Kishwaukee Cougars. The men, however, their next home, the women, just for future notes here, the women play their next 4 out of 5 games at home. And the men, however, will play on Thursday. Their next broadcast will be against Sauk Valley, a team they just defeated last week by, I believe, 10-ish. Nonetheless, they got the win over the Sauk Valley Skyhawks. And glad we still play them. Again, the Arrowhead Conference loaded with Division II teams. Sauk Valley and Highland left the Arrowhead Conference in the men's division, at least. And but they still play Sauk Valley. They're only an hour away from campus here, so good to see that we still play them 2 games this season. And Cougars got the first win on, I believe it was last Tuesday, if I remember correct, or actually last Monday. But so we're about ready to get going here with our national anthem sung by Audrey Link. And then we will get underway here. Again, last season, the Triton Trojans, the national runners-up. And I was hoping that would be them and Indian Hills in the championship, but unfortunately both of them lost to the national champion. I believe it was Barton, but I don't know. It started with a B. I hadn't heard of them before, but nonetheless, we got the number 7 team in the nation here, and we'll see if we can catch them napping, as Indian Hills was a week or so ago. But again, I believe we're getting ready for the national anthem, so I will crank up the house mic and introduce you all to Audrey Link.
Welcome to Highland Cougar Basketball. At this time, we have all are able to please rise their blue caps as a welcome Audrey Link. From Jones Farrar to sing our national anthem.
Another fantastic job by Audrey Link. And we are getting set for your starting lineups. Once again, the Cougars faced Triton on January the 23rd, falling 90-60. Alexander, the man coming out of the tunnel now, I guess if you want to call it, 15 points for them. 6 other players, or at least total with him, 6 players in double figures. They spread the ball around and find ways to win. And of course, at 17-3 on the season, they do a good job. All right, Craig, take it away.
Buckle up, weirdos. This one's going to be a good one.
It's time for your Highland Cougars starting lineup. At one guard, a 6-foot sophomore from Maricopa, Arizona, number 1, Jason Kimbrough. At another guard, a 6'6 sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 3, TJ Pangonis. At a third guard, a 6'3 sophomore from Buffalo Grove, number 10, Adidas Davis. At forward, a 6'7 sophomore from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, number 11, Alphonse Muteba. And at the other forward, a 6'7 freshman from Belize, number 20, Jaheim Siago. The Cougars are coached in his 5th season by Mr. Luke Norman.
Regulators, mount up. We're coming.
And we're set to roll here. The Cougars will be moving right to left on your TV screens. They'll come out in their home white jerseys with orange letters and numbers trimmed in blue. The Trojans will come out in their road maroon jerseys with white letters and numbers trimmed, I believe, in black. Either way, it looks good. Number 3, Samuels will jump midcourt, most likely with Siago or Muteba, one of the two. Got a decent crowd here for the Cougars. Nothing better than right here. The number 7 team in the nation gonna square off with the Cougars. Let's see what happens.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got
Muteba appears to jump with Samuel here in midcourt. 2 20-minute halves.
whatever you may need. If you got the money.
And we are off and running. The tip will go to the Trojans. Alexander will control for Triton. Cougars in their man-to-man defense. Anderson down low to Samuels. He's going to face up and score easily over Kimbrough. Cougars getting lazy on the inbounds. No good. Rebound by Pangonis. Streaking in for the steal was Space. He couldn't convert the bucket, though. Pangonis now on the right side up top. Kimbrough. Adidas Davis will pull up for 2. It's short. Might have been blocked. And the Trojans will come back down. Trojans with a 2-0 lead here. Alexander going to drive. Thought he had the shot. Now it's stolen by Jaheim, and he will throw down! Big time slam. Jaheim Siago, and the Cougars are on the board. No good on the 3 attempt by Alexander. Kimbrough will pull it down. Cougars now shooting for the lead. Davis down low. Muteba back to Adidas. And the ball will be, they're going to call a foul, or that either way, it was knocked out of bounds by a Trojan. They will call a foul. McKeer, okay, it says 13 in my thing, but we'll call it on him. Number 12, his first. We'll get it out to Davis on the left side. Again, Davis deadly from beyond the arc. Pangonis as well, along with Kimbrough, who has the ball at the moment. If they either one of them get hot, again, Pangonis saved us against Chicago Daily. He hit 6 3-pointers in a span of about 5 minutes to give the Cougars the victory a week or so ago. Kimbrough trying to get inside. Muteba up with the left hand and got it. Alphonse Muteba, and the Cougars move to the lead. Space will now control for the Trojans against last season's national runner-up. Aguilar, the super stud that played for them, moved on to Fresno State. Now shot possibly blocked by Muteba, but they will call the foul. Alphonse will pick up the foul, his first. To the line now is Wallace. He'll be shooting 2. 18:06 left to go, first half. Wallace's first free throw, up and in. In 3 Cougars, over 45% beyond the three-point arc. Pangonis, Davis, and Kimbrough. We're going to need all of that and then some tonight. Second free throw up and in. And Wallace has tied this game up at 4. Davis on the left side will hand off to TJ. Inside, Siago. Need a big game out of him, and that one's blocked by Samuels. Good save by Alexander. Space left open for three, and he'll knock it down. Kimbrough with the ball for the Cougars over to TJ. Trying to get it back to Alphonse, no good. Kimbrough's left open for three, no good. Alexander will corral the rebound, and here come the Trojans with a 3-point lead, 17-20 to go in the half. Alexander over to Samuels, now Space with a little space, will kick out. Oh, excuse me. Samuels had it, now it's back to Alexander. Alexander throws it over to Wallace. Wallace, nice dribble. A lot of contact and a late call. If you've never watched a game here before, they have a lot of contact on many of plays, but they're going to call that one on Muteba. That's his second. And it looks like Javon will check in for him. 16:56 left to go in the half. 3-point lead for the Trojans. Wallace back to the line. Brian Burns in his first season took the Trojans to Hutchinson, Kansas, and came a game away from bringing home a national championship. Unfortunately, they came up short, but a national runner-up is nothing to shy away from. That's good stuff there for the Trojans. He's got another good group together here with them. Number 7th in the nation. First, both free throws missed by Wallace, but an offensive board by Samuels. So the Trojans get a fresh 20. Cougars can't afford to give too many offensive opportunities back to the Trojans. They're not going to miss often, and you can't give them too many opportunities. There's a 3-ball, and just like that, Anderson knocks it down. So the Cougars went from the ball and down 3. Now they're down 6, 10-4. TJ for 3, around and out. Wallace on the board for the Trojans, 16:23 left in the half. Samuels over to Space. Going to drive to the hole, will kick it out. Long three-pointer and knocked it down is McCarr. $16 minutes to go and a 9-point lead now for the Trojans. Big heavyweight bout here. Let's see who can handle the runs. Inside pass bounced off his leg, though, and Seago couldn't handle it. He had the open lane for a layup. Unfortunately, couldn't hold on to it, and the Cougars turned it over. So 13-4, Trojan lead. And Space will bring it up now for Triton. Samuels will face up, looking to drive. He'll get around Javon. Stumbled, though. And the Cougars will get the steal. Pushed up here to Davis on the right side. Adidas to Javon. He'll give it back. Adidas going to drive. He'll kick it out to Kimbrough. Back to Adidas for 3. That's short off to the right side. Tipped around. And McCarr will pull down the board. 15:20 left first half. Still a 9-point lead for the Trojans. And they're going to call a foul, most likely on Shatak. It's his first. Wallace going back for more free throws. McCarr is now 13. I don't know what in the world here. I guess McKeer is 12. We'll get it right here eventually. Jaheim Seago will have a seat as Kut Dang will check in for him. One more free throw for Wallace. 15-15 left to go in the half. 10-point lead for the Trojans. They'll knock them both down. Kimbrough will bring the ball up for the Cougars here, trailing by 11. Again, got to keep it close. That's what they did against Indian Hills. And darn near pulled it off. Inside down, Javon, GG. Needs to go up, and he kicks it out instead, and they're going to call the lane. I say it was more than 3 seconds. I believe Javon was in there for 4 or 5, but I don't know why he didn't just take the hook. It was there for him. We're under 15 left in the half. Man, all these numbers are a little sideways. I don't have a 4 on the list here, so I'll figure out who he is when he scores. Shot up, no good. Kut will come down with it, Kut Dang. Cougars still trailing by 11. They need a bucket here. Ball almost stolen by Kimbrough. Kimbrough will get it back. Over to Kut on the left side. Kimbrough could take the hole. He gives it to Pangonis for 3. No good. TJ gets his own board. He'll go up strong. No good. Cougars struggling. Alexander all the way to the other end. Are they going to call the charge? They do. Wow, these officials are on top of it. Javon will pick up, or will draw the charge. Anderson will get the foul. Normally we don't get that call, ever. So we'll take it.
I'll allow it.
Kimbrough will bring it up for the Cougars here, trailing by 11 still. Triton's not going to have too many trips down the court without a bucket, or at least a good attempt, so the Cougars have got to maximize their efforts. Another shot that could have went in, it didn't. They're going to call a jump ball off the rebound. Samuels comes up. I don't know if he tweaked an ankle. Appears to be all right, but jump ball will stay with the Cougars. 13:47 left to go in the half. 15-4. Highland is trailing. You know, okay. Samuel's tying his shoe over there. I didn't see what the holdup was. But we're ready to go. Still waiting for that Troy Parker dunk off the inbounds pass that we had almost 30, I think it is 30 years ago now. Up top to Pangonis. Open for Davis for 3. No good. Again, that's something the Cougars do need, and they're going to call the travel. This is a rare occasion. Somebody gets the rebound, falls down. Normally, they just throw it to someone, but we get the call and a travel. So the Cougars, once again, a chance underneath their own basket. Kimbrough will get it to Kut. Kimbrough on the drive. Again, he hit 18 the last time they played. Out, Adidas for 3. Got it! Adidas Davis for 3. Timeout taken by Highland. 13:22 left to go in this first half. The Cougars have cut the lead down to 8. It's 15-7. We'll be back in a minute. Stick with us here. This is the Marvelous One, Mark Masters, along with King Arthur Schmidt. This is your HMC broadcast. Welcome back. Cougars trailing 15-7 here to the Trojans. From Triton, again, number 17 in the nation. Mentioning Walter Hill Jr. in street clothes. He looks like he's in a walking boot. Walter was from Rockford Lutheran High School. A cool story. I'll get to that eventually here as we're about ready to start. Again, 13:22 left. Full court pressure now by the Cougars against the Trojans. Again, still not sure who mystery number 4 is. Alexander will bring it and get it over to Samuels. Number 4 is going to take it. We'll kick it back out top. 3 ball on the way and knocked down for Coleman. 11-point lead. Pangonis, I thought, was going to try to answer. Back to Kimbrough. A lot of contact on the dribble there. Kimbrough maybe got away with the push-off to Jivan. He'll bang down low, throw it up off the glass and in. Jivan Shatak for 2. And the lead cut to 9. 12:28 left to go in the half. 4 going to try and go in. Samuels will collect the loose ball. More contact, but no calls, and here come the Cougars. Pangonis, and then, see, this is what bothers me and people. I'll take the foul here on Coleman, but it was a simple reach. We had some big-time hip checks down underneath the basket here that don't usually get called, and then you go back to the little reach-in or hand check foul, and that just frustrates the fans. So for once, it benefited the Cougars, but we're still down 9. Kimbrough will take control here for Highland, looking for a screen. We'll switch up. Goes to Adidas. Adidas will kick back out. Kimbrough, nice pump fake. He's going to try and get one up and in, and he does. Amongst the trees, Kimbrough lays it up and in, and the Cougars have cut the lead down to 7. I have an idea who number 4 is. We'll see if it's him eventually. Ball stolen by Siago. Jaheim is going to go all the way down and lay it up. Oh, didn't use the glass, and it cost him. You got the backboard there. Unless you're going to throw it down, you might as well use it. 4 going to drive. Nice ball fake. Inside pass, up and in. 4, I believe that was Makar. Makar got hammered, too. No call on that. Kimbrough trying to answer for 3. Got it! Jason Kimbrough, his first 3 of the night. He had 8 of them in the last broadcast. Good for 31 points. The lead down to 6 with just over 11 minutes to go in the half. Wallace will kick out now, swatted away. Kimbrough knocks it out of bounds. Kariotis will check in for Shatak. The Cougars got Kimbrough, Pangonis, Davis, Siago, and Kariotis. Sullivan with the ball, 4. Now they get it to number 4. Wallace looking to drive. He can get around Kariotis if he wants. Throw it over in the corner. 3 ball on the way, no good. And an offensive board by the Trojans. Sullivan all the way up top now to Wallace. 10:38 to go, shot clock at 10. 6-point lead for the Trojans. They're going to call it on the floor on Kariotis, I believe, with the body. His first foul. Mystery 4 will take the ball out underneath us here. All the way up top to Wallace. Wallace will pull up for a jumper, no good. And Kimbrough will pull down the rebound. Jason can slice and dice if he wants. He'll give it to Davis. Got it! Adidas Davis, his second 3 of the night. And the lead now cut to 3. Just over 10 minutes to go in the half. Again, the Cougars have a tough road ahead, but if their 3-point threats are on, it's game time. Coleman. Now inside, Mystery 4, and he'll score. Who is it here? Oh, I didn't hear what he said. And, of course, the Mini-Masters didn't tell me anything, so we'll find out who it was eventually here. 9:55 left to go as a timeout taken. It's 22-17 Triton. Stick with us here on your HMC broadcast. Welcome back. 9:55 left to go in the half. 22-17. Trojans with the lead here. The Cougars had it down to 3. It's back up to 5. Nice pass to Kariotis, but he couldn't handle it. Oh, knocked out of bounds. I thought Kariotis knocked it out, but they're going to say a Trojan knocked it out. Great pass, though, by Adidas. Had Kariotis opened in the lane. Just couldn't handle it. Adidas will have it, and he'll throw it. And I believe he'll lose it out of bounds, trying to throw it to Pangonis. 9:43 left in the half. 5-point lead for the Trojans. Space will bring the ball up. Now Wallace, tough shot. He got crushed too down low. Again, they let him play. 6 points now for Wallace, and the lead is 7. Kimbrough got it blocked by Wallace. And the ball, I believe, out of bounds in that shot clock blind spot. I believe it will stay with the Cougars. Shatak will check in for Kariotis. 9:21 left to go in the half. 7-point lead for the Trojans. Let's see if the Cougars can cut into it. Again, if they can keep it close, somebody gets hot down the stretch, and the Cougars can steal one. Kimbrough. Not sure what the issue was there, but obviously it was against the Cougars, whether it was a foul or a walk. In that blind spot once again. 9 minutes to go in the half. 7-point lead for the Trojans. Wallace going to move to his left. Going to go up and in. Nice play by Wallace. And he'll score the bucket. That's 8 points now for Wallace. And the lead is 9. Cougars had it down to 3, and a 6-0 run by the Trojans put them up 9. Kimbrough looking inside, and a kick will keep the ball with the Cougars. Muteba will check back in for Highland, and Shatuk will have a seat. 8:36 left to go in the half. Muteba will take it over to Siago. Is he going to try and take him off the dribble? He's going to try. He'll kick it out. Muteba. Kimbrough try to get it back. We'll go over Pangonis for 3. No good. And an offensive board. Kimbrough will answer for 3. Got it! Jason Kimbrough for 3. Timeout taken by Highland. 8:19 left to go in the half. The Cougars have cut the lead down to 6. They trail 26-20. We'll be back here in a minute. Stick with us, everyone. All right, welcome back. Cougars trailing by 6 here to the Trojans. Number 7 team in the nation. The Cougars play some good ones. And, of course, Triton in the Region 4. In command for the number 1 seed as well. We'll see where the Cougars can fall when it comes time for seeding. Again, the Region 4 tournament in Chicago this season. It's been in Highland for the last 2 seasons. Space will kick out. 3 ball on the way. I believe that was Sullivan. No good. And Kimbrough will come up with it. Adidas on the right side's got 2 threes. Don't want to leave him too wide open if you don't have to. Looking for a screen here. He'll take the 3. Got it! Adidas Davis, his 3rd 3 of the night, and the lead down to 3. Space on the left side, looking inside, can't get it. Sullivan now back to Alexander. He's been quiet tonight. Only a 3 for him. But let's not wake up the Giant. Inside to Samuels. He's around a host of players and a big-time swat by Jaheim Siago. Unfortunately, still goes out of bounds off a Cougar, but a nice block. And Space will take the ball out underneath us. All the way up top to Samuels. He'll hand off to Space. Space steps back, gives it back to Samuels. 7:17 left to go. Samuels with one on the clock, no good. Big time rebound by Muteba. The Cougars can shoot for a tie here. They trailed by as many as 11 here in the first half. Trying to get it inside, and they're going to call a hold. Muteba was meant to be the recipient of that pass that went out of bounds. Anderson picks up the foul. That's his second. And now Muteba will get the inbounds. Hand off to Kimbrough. Jason's picked up his dribble now to Adidas. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Let's see what Adidas can draw up. He's going to pull up for 15, short. Off to the left side, and Wallace will pull it down. Cougars had a chance. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with the Trojans. I believe a timeout taken by the Trojans. 6:36 left to go in the first half. The Trojans still with the lead, 26-23. We'll be back here in a minute. Actually, we'll just stay right here. The little story anecdote, again, Walter Hill Jr., unfortunately in a boot here, so he's not in uniform tonight. He went to Rockford Lutheran High School, and back in 1991, Rockford Lutheran went to the state tournament for IHSA. They got beat in the first round. Unfortunately, Grant Sanderson had a bad night. I think he was in foul trouble most of the night, but a young Eric Clark, who went on to go to, I believe it was Rutgers, showed up in that game. Again, they lost in the first round of the IHSA class tournament, but another team that went down in that tournament was the Orangeville Broncos, which are a matter of miles from the William Bear, or the Highland campus here. And an amazing player that led the Broncos down there, none other than Brian Hildebrand. He had a good game, 22 points and I believe 15 rebounds. Unfortunately, Orangeville lost in the first round as well. But who is the leading scorer in Highland Cougar history? Brian Hildebrand. I believe he's 1,300 points in the 2 seasons here for Hildebrand. Went on to Bradley, I believe it was, after his 2 years here. And the Trojans Space will kick it all the way up top to Samuels. Anderson dishes it off to Samuels, and he'll throw down a dunk. Lead back to 5, 6:20 to go in the half. Like I said, Cougars just need to keep it close. And anything can happen. Down low, Muteba. And now knocked away by Anderson. Too much dribbling down there. If I'm Anderson, I'd take it myself. He did. He missed it. Muteba will come down with the board. Kimbrough going to push it for the Cougars. All the way over. Adidas, pull-up jumper, short. And now they're going to call Adidas kind of riding Space on the hip check. Once again, like I said, I just don't like those calls. You're either going to call them for killing each other underneath the basket or not, but you can't call the little ticky-tack foul either. Kut Dang has checked in for TJ Pangonis, and that is most of my issues with the officiating over the years here. The fans get tired of it as well, although Highland faithful not rioting yet, but nonetheless, that is usually the complaints we get. Should have been on Adidas Davis. Although they're going to call it appears on Ciago. Okay. So that wasn't the hip check foul that I thought we were calling. Anderson, 4-3. Short? No, it's not, but around and all over the place, and that's what I'm more talking about. McKeer got almost murdered underneath the basket there, and the foul was called. And he'll go to the line for some free throws. That was on Kut. His first his first foul. Free throws coming here now from McKeer. First free throw up and in. Again, the Cougars had it down to 3. It is back up to 6 with 5:43 left to go in the first half. Here will knock them both down. Cougars do play better at home. And Adidas will bring it up for Highland. Looking for a screen. Tried a backdoor pass, and I think he's going to get called for too many steps. 5:32 left. The Cougars turn it over. They needed a bucket to keep pace with the Trojans. Triton can shoot for a 10-point lead here with a 3. Space going to the right side. Now up top, almost stolen by Davis. Wallace step back for 3, and he'll knock it down. Oh, they're going to call it only 2 for Wallace, so the lead is 9. Kimbrough will hand off to Kut, trying to reverse the layup, and they're going to call a jump ball on the rebound. And it will go to the Trojans. So the Cougars, unfortunately, could not score again. Trojans now with a 9-point lead with the ball back, with 5:05 left to go in the half. Space, bring it up to the left side. Going to drive to the middle, pull up jumper, and he'll knock it down. And just like that, the lead back to 11. Over, Adidas on the left side. Inside, Muteba. Muteba going to bang. Coach looking for a foul in there, and he'll get it on the shot. So Muteba will go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Wallace, his first. Muteba will go to the line for 2 free throws. Muteba, not the greatest free throw shooter according to the percentages, but he knocked down, I believe, 5 of 5 to help the Cougars beat Chicago Daily down the stretch a couple of weeks ago. He hits the first one. He's got one more to go. Adidas Davis leading the Cougars with 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Second free throw up and in for Alphonse. Cougars got it under 10 with 4:27 left to go in the half. Space will cross the timeline, worked on by Kimbrough. Get it to Coleman. Coleman trying to find his way around the Cougars. And they're going to say that McKeer stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and so the Cougars get a turnover. They need a bucket here to cut into this lead. Adidas Davis will take the ball out for Highland. Some full court pressure now by the Trojans. Muteba will collect it. Mainly just trying to keep the ball out of Kimbrough's hands. Adidas going to take it to the rack. Up with the left hand, and a thunderous follow by Muteba. Alphonse Muteba with a one-handed hammer off the follow. 3 ball on the way, and an answer by Wallace. So the lead now goes to 10 with 3:35 left to go in the half. Kimbrough over, cut for 3. No good. Good rebound by Samuels. I thought Muteba might get the offensive board. Space trying to answer with another one. Go on a run, no good. Kimbrough will come up with it, and no call on the collision. But Samuels will maintain possession for them. Now thrown away as Muteba with the save. Pass up to Kut. He'll lay it up and one. Kut Dang will throw it Up off the glass and in. He'll draw the foul and get the bucket. If that's on Anderson, that could be his third. No, it's going to be on Space. I saw a 1. So that's obviously meant for the 1 free throw. Anderson, I don't even think's in the game, so. Either way, Kut Dang for an and 1 free throw here could cut the lead down to 7. It is a round and out. Golden opportunity missed there for the Cougars to cut it even more. See if they can get a stop. Not sure if that's Dorman or not, but that's what I'm going to call him, because I can't hear our PA announcer very good. 4 points for him, lead back to 10, and the Cougars throw it away. 2:40 to go in the half. Dorman going to drive, and they're going to call a jump ball. We had hands all around him, but a jump ball, so the Cougars will get the ball back. 2:34 left in the half. 39-29, Trojans with the lead. Kimbrough across the timeline for Highland. Over to Davis. Inside Jaheim. Siago got the step and then lays it up and in. Jaheim Siago got around his man, laid it up. The lead down to 8 with 2:12 to go in the half. Samuels out over 3 ball on the way and knocked down for Coleman. So under 2 minutes to go, the lead back to 11 for the Trojans. Kimbrough might have got an eye poke, maybe not. He'll let one fly, it might be a long 2. Muteba offensive board. Gets it out to Kut, he'll dish it off to Davis. An alley-oop, oh mercy! Jaheim Siago with a thunderous alley-oop and a timeout taken by the Cougars. Kimbrough, I believe, with a thumb to the eye. Somebody called timeout. I'm not sure who. But with 1:37 left to go, a thunderous dunk by Jaheim Siago, and the Cougars have cut it down to 9. Let's see if that's the shot in the arm the Cougar offense can get and go on a run here. Like I said, 1:37 left to go to the half. Alexander back in for the Trojans. Beautiful alley-oop executed. We had some struggles with the alley-oops a few games ago. No one could make one from either team. We got one there. Coleman looking to drive here. Step back for a long 2. That's short. Ball tipped around. Davis will come up with it. Adidas on the run here. The Cougars can cut it even more. Kut left open for 3. Got it! Kut Dang will knock one down from beyond the arc. And the lead down to 6 with 1 minute left to go in this half. And Samuels will face up. He can shoot the 3 if he wants. He's going to look to drive. Pull up from 15. Off the backboard, no good. The Cougars will come up with it, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Samuels for the rebound. Samuels' foul is his first. No one really in foul trouble except Anderson, and that's only 2. So with 52 seconds left to go, we are in some shooting here for Siago. 42-36 Trojans, number 7 team in the nation. They're getting the Cougars' best look here. And we got a ball game so far. Cougars trailed by as many as 11 on a couple occasions. But they're keeping it close. Again, they trailed a long time against Chicago Daily, a 1-18 team. And Pangonis came alive down the stretch with 6 free three-pointers, propelling the Cougars to the win. Almost happened again against Indian Hills, although they fell in overtime. Let's see if the Cougars can keep it close here and maybe steal one from the Trojans. First free throw by Siago up and in. 7 points for Siago. And a 5-point lead. Again, 52 seconds left. Jaheim's got one more free throw coming. Kimbrough's still in the game, so I don't know if he got popped in the nose, in the eye, or what. But he's still in the game, and it appears Siago will knock it down. TJ Pangonis checks in for Muteba, which is wise. Muteba will sit down with 2 fouls. 4-point lead now for the Trojans. 50 seconds left to go. Picks up his dribble now over to Samuels. Samuels stopped trying to go baseline. He's still going to go in the middle. No good. Cut dang with the board. The Cougars have a chance to cut it. Even less. They trail by 4. Shot clock is about 1 second off the game clock, so the Cougars can run it down here and take one last shot. And that should be about it. 17 seconds on the game clock. Kimbrough up top. We're going to wait. Now we're down to 10 seconds left. Kimbrough looking to split the defenders. Outside. Cut for 3. No good. Anderson pulls down the board with 3 seconds left to go. He'll get it off. Wallace has an open look. Too many steps, but he doesn't make it. And the ref didn't call it either way. At the end of the first half, the Trojans with the lead. They lead 42-38. We'll be back here. Enjoy some halftime instant replay here if we got it. Maybe we don't. Oh, we do. Okay. King Arthur going to take care of it here. So we'll be back in 15 minutes here on HMC. Stay with us, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. 4-point lead for the Trojans. Scoring for the Cougars, Kimbrough has 8 for Highland, Adidas Davis with 9, Alphonse Muteba 6, 8 points for Jaheim Siego, 5 points Kut Dang, and 2 points for Jivan Shatak. Again, the last time the Cougars played them, it was on January the 23rd, and they got beat by 30 in Chicago. Kimbrough had 18, Siego with 14. They're doing a lot better, of course. You usually improve throughout the season anyways, but this wasn't that long ago. But like I've said, the Cougars usually play better on their home court than other places. Like I said, they took the number 3 team in the nation, Indian Hills, to overtime before dropping, I believe, by 7. And right now they're going toe-to-toe with the number 7 ball club in the nation, the Trojans, and they're trailing by 4. Like I said, anything can happen when you're under 10. You keep it close. 3 balls just start falling, and before you know it, you're on top. So we're about ready to get going here in the second half, and the Trojans will start with the ball. The Cougars will now be moving right or left to right on your TV screens. Again, great player. I believe he was, I don't remember his number, but his last name was Aguilar for Triton last year. He's gone on to Division I Fresno State Bulldogs and is playing, I won't say a lot, but quite a bit, I think, as a junior. So just because you play at a junior college, oh, this time Jaheim going to get called for the foul. If you play at a junior college, you can still go on to big places. So Siego picks up the foul, his second. Perfect example. All-American for the Cougars, Cam Burrell, went on to play at College Western Illinois University, but is starting his second year as a Harlem Globetrotter. So, hey, keep the dream alive and never know what you might want to do with life, but he's playing with the Harlem Globetrotters now, world-renowned organization. So congratulations to Cam, and hopefully he does for a long time. Second free throw up and in for McKeer. So we're just underway here in the second half. Cougars trailing by 6. Over to Muteba on the right side. Looking for a screen. Down low, Siego. He's got the lane if he wants it. Nice ball fake. Up and under, around and in. Jaheim on fire now. 10 points. Jaheim averages 7 a game. He's got 10 already here. And we just started the second half. 4-point lead for the Trojans. Samuels will hand off to Alexander. Again, not sure if he's like the leader for the team, but he did score the most, and he just nailed a 3, his second 3 of the night. He had 15. He was one of 6 players in double figures the last time these two teams met, and they beat the Cougars by 30. His foul trouble has caused him to be quiet here so far. There's the spot for TJ. No good. He hit all 6 of his threes in that spot a week or so ago. Offensive board by the Cougars. Jaheim can't get the layup, but he draws the foul. Samuel will pick up the foul, his second. And Siego will go back to the free throw line. 10 points for Jaheim. Again with a few thunderous dunks as well. Jaheim averages 7 points a game, 6 rebounds on the season. His first free throw up and in. This is only going to be the 6th free throw total by the Cougars all game. Jaheim will set, shoot. He'll miss off to the onside, but an offensive board by Muteba. He'll kick it out. Davis for 3. It's short. But Muteba will get another offensive board. Back to Adidas inside Jaheim. And they're going to call the charge. Siego will pick up the foul, his third. 18:40 to go in the ball game. 6-point lead for Triton. Space going to slide to the right. We'll give back to Alexander. Alexander's got the lane. He's going to go. Tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Kimbrough. Jason's going to push it off the left side. Pangonis going to drive to the rack, and he'll get fouled. I believe that will be on Space. Yes, only the second foul on Space. Since it's the second half, nobody's really in foul trouble except Siago with 3. Kimbrough will take the ball out underneath us. Looking, and we'll get it to Adidas. Worked on by Anderson. Adidas back up to Jaheim. Kimbrough on the left side trying to get it in. No, up top back to Davis. Now getting it inside, Muteba. Gonna face up, gonna take it inside. Turnaround hook, got it! Alphonse Muteba, 8 points now for him. And the lead down, cut to 4 again. Just under 18 minutes to go in the ball game. Small again slides to the right side looking for a screen. Anderson trying to answer for 3, and he'll knock it down. Third three-pointer for Anderson. And a steal now by number 12, Makir. Just like that, it was 4. It's up to 9 as the Cougars getting sloppy on the inbound play. Got to stay focused here. The Trojans are leaking in the corners, in the shadows, trying to get an easy steal, and they got a couple already. Pangonis for 3, no good. Offensive board, Muteba. Kimbrough, nice pump fake. He's going to go all the way to the rack, lay it up, no good. He'll get his own board, though, and he's going to step back for 3. No good, and it's Jaheim with the offensive board. Cougars killing the offensive boards here. They need some buckets. 17 minutes to go in the ball game, still trailing by 9, down low to Alphonse. And they can't call it twice, and they're going to call the bucket. Muteba and 1, free throw coming. And the foul is going to be on Space, his third. 16:55 to go in the ball game. And Muteba will go back to the free throw line. Now 10 points for Alphonse. And 1 free throw coming. And his free throw's up and in. 11 points now for Alphonse. And a 6-point lead for the Trojans. 16:50 to go in the ball game. Alexander left open again, and he almost hit another one. He's been catching fire. Offensive board by the Trojans. He'll let another one fly, and he'll hit it. 4th three-pointer for Anderson. He was quiet in the first half with foul trouble. He's hit 3 three-pointers here in the second. And the lead's back to 9. Alphonse. Ball fake, hook shot, no good. No glass, no good. And rebounded by the Trojans. 16:20 left in the ball game. 9-point lead for Triton. Alexander, tough play, blocked partially by Adidas, and they're going to say out of bounds off of Davis. Triton, underneath their own basket, will go up to Samuels. Hand off to Anderson. He'll step back for another long 3, and he'll knock it down. It's a 5th three-pointer for Anderson. And a 12-point lead, largest of the game for the Trojans. Just like I said, anybody can get hot. Anderson has caught fire. Pass by Kimbrough, too far ahead of Muteba, and the Cougars turn it over. 15:46 left. Siago will have a seat as Kut Dang checks in for him. Anderson will take the ball. Gives it to Samuels. Now back Anderson for another 3. And there's not much you can do for that. His 6th three-pointer. And a timeout taken, I believe, by Highland. 15:32 left to go in the ball game. Anderson's caught fire. 5 straight three-pointers for him. and the Trojans lead 61-46. We'll be back here in a minute. Stay with us, everyone. Welcome back. 15:32 left to go in the ball game. 61-46 Triton. As Alexander has caught fire. He's hit 5 straight three-pointers here in the second half. And he's got now 18 points. Went to Wright State last season. Wright State, obviously Division I. Adidas gives it back to Kimbrough. Couldn't quite get it to him in stride. Kimbrough, pull back, jumper no good, tipped around. Triton will come down with it. And the pass way up top to Wallace. And they're going to call Kimbrough with the easy foul. Luckily, Wallace didn't convert. That'll be Jason's first. Taba leading the way for the Cougars with Ciego with 11 points each. Davis had three three-pointers in the first half. Hasn't hit one here yet in the second. I don't even think he shot one. But nonetheless, the Cougars got to keep it close. It's at 15 after all them threes by Alexander. Wallace will knock down the second free throw. Now the Cougars trail by 16 with 15 minutes left to go in the ballgame. Pangonis on the right side, looking inside, gets it back up top to Davis. Shot clock down to 10. Adidas looking for a screen. Gonna take it around his man, up with the left hand, he can't convert. Adidas will go to the line. Fouls on Makar, I believe, his second. Or no, it's going to say his first. Okay. Pretty sure it was his second, but obviously they called it on someone else. So either way, Adidas going to the line. That's something we do know. 4-2. First free throw up and in. 14:45 left to go. Cougars need one of their big three to get hot like Alexander beyond the arc. Second free throw, missed it, but had an offensive board cut. And a big kick heads up into the stands. Kut Dang will come down with the offensive board. So the Cougars get a chance here for some more points. Kut will take the ball out for Highland, trying to get it into Muteba. He does. Alphonse looks like he's going to try and drive. Goes baseline. And the Cougars now moving the ball back over, back to Kut. Kimbrough for three. Off the glass. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Cougars. They're going to say it's out of bounds off of, I believe, Makar. Kimbrough will take the ball out right underneath us. We'll get it to Adidas, who has the lane. He'll drive, lay it up, and in. They're going to call offensive goaltending, but it doesn't matter. It's in for Davis. 12 points now for Adidas, and the lead now cut to 13. 14:24 left to go in the ball game. Now a little full court pressure maybe by Kimbrough. No. He'll step back and pick up half court. Cougars could use a stop here, at least to keep it out of hands of Anderson. Samuels now all the way over. Left open is Wallace. Well, he win. This one's way short. Kimbrough will come down with it. Let's see what the Cougars can do. Jason looking, gonna spin, back out. Adidas for three, no good. And they're gonna call McCarr, I believe, for another foul, which I believe is only his second, on the rebound. McCarr still in the ball game with some substitutions by Triton. I thought they might go with him, but no big deal. Out to Adidas. He'll left open for three. Got it! Adidas Davis, his fourth three of the night. And that's 15 points for him. The lead down to 10. I've said all along, keep it close. You never know who will get hot. Hopefully not him. That might have been partially blocked, but an offensive board by Anderson. And the Trojans maintain possession, knocked out of bounds by a Cougar. 13:45 left to go in the ball game. 62-52 Triton. Officials converging about something. They have no idea what. But once again, three-pointer might have been partially blocked by as Anderson shot it because it came up way short. Triton got the offensive board. I wonder if they're looking, probably discussing the shot clock is my guess. But again, 13:45 left to go in the ball game, 62-52. McCarr will get the inbounds and an inside pass to McKeer, and he'll get the easy layup. Good eye and a good pass by the Trojans here, leading by 12. Kimbrough looking inside for Muteba. Will get it out. Pangonis. TJ partially tripped, but he regains himself, and now he's going to drive to the rack. And he's fouled, but he couldn't finish. Lost the ball on the way up. I don't know if that's when he was fouled or not. Not sure who that foul was on. There we go. It was on McKeer, his first. Pangonis will go to the line for some free throws. 69% from free throw land, and he's around and out. TJ yet to score on the evening. Again, he averages 10 a game. Shoots 45% beyond the arc. He hasn't hit any yet. Hits the second free throw. And some more substitutions for the Trojans. The lead's 11. See if the Cougars can get a stop here. And like I said, they need that shot in the arm for the offense. Whether it's an alley-oop dunk or maybe a couple threes in a row here. Alexander, the man you don't want the ball if you're a Cougar fan. He's come alive here in the second half, and that's why the Trojans have that lead. Good defense by Muteba. No 5-second call, but a steal now by Alphonse. In the corner, left open, TJ, three, no good. Had a good look, just couldn't knock it down. And that's what the Cougars need. They need somebody to step up here with some threes. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off a Trojan, so it'll be Cougar ball. 12:41 left to go in the ball game. Still an 11-point lead for the Trojans. Some full court pressure here, just trying to keep the ball most likely out of the hands of Kimbrough. That doesn't work, but Jason can dribble around just about anybody. He's going to bring it up here for Highland. We'll hand off to Adidas, now back to Jason. Kimbrough, Muteba was wide open. Kimbrough will kick it out. Thought he had the layup. Jason, nice ball movement. Pump fake, tries to lay it up, he does, and he got it. 10 points now for Jason. And the lead now cut down to 9. Like I said, keep it close, anything can happen. Anderson with the ball. Lost the ball, now stolen by Kut. Kut gonna go all the way in with the left hand and one! Kut Dang lays it up and in, draws the foul, and he'll go back to the free throw line. The foul was on McKeer. It appears to be his second foul. Now it says it's his third. But Kut Dang will go to the free throw line for the and one free throw, a chance to give the Cougars cut that lead down to 6. Jaheim Siago will check in. Muteba will have a seat. Kut Dang for the and one free throw. Knocks it down. 12:04 left to go in the ball game. Lead is 6. 12 minutes left. And Highland doing what I told him. Keep it close. A jumper by Space will pick up the foul and appear to be on Jason Kimbrough, his second. Space will go to the line for some free throws. 5 points on the evening for him. First free throw out. 18 points for Anderson on 6 3-pointers. 14 points for Wallace. Second free throw for Space up and in. Lead back to 7. But 11:45 left to go in the ball game. Kimbrough on the right side, now Davis. Adidas for a long three. Oh, around and out. That one looked good as it was straight on towards me. He couldn't knock it down though. Ball tipped by Kut, but still controlled by the Trojans. Now Wallace. Is he gonna try and take him off the dribble? He'll kick it out. 3 ball by Samuels, no good. Kut will pull it down. Kut Dang knocks down the rebound, and here come the Cougars. Davis will give it back to Kut. Adidas, nice backdoor cut, but Kut still gets the ball. Thought it was knocked away by the Trojans. Just under 11 minutes to go. Jason left open for the layup. No good, but oh! Jaheim's gonna get fouled on the dunk attempt. Jaheim Siago had the rebound, was gonna do the rebound dunk, but he's fouled on the play. And that foul's on Samuels. If my calculations are correct, that will be his third. I'm gonna say they're showing 1. I'm like, I can't be that far off. But third foul for Samuels. 2 free throws coming for Jaheim. Way off to the right on that one. 1 more free throw coming for Jaheim. This is Jaheim's 6th free throw attempt here on the evening. So he's gotten to the line quite a bit tonight for Highland. He's got 11 points so far. Second one, no good. Tipped around, and Samuels will come up with the board. Space, gonna drive to the left. Tough shot, no good, but there on the rebound was Makar, I believe. And they're gonna call the foul on Kut. That's his second. I don't know if that was on the rebound or what, but with 10:31 left to go in the ball game, Cougars trailing by 7. And I believe Samuels, I think it's Samuels, will go to the line for some free throws. I am incorrect. It will be McKeer. First free throw up and in. Muteba will check in, and Pangonis will have a seat. Chance to extend it to 9, he does. So a 9-point lead for the Trojans here. See what the Cougars can draw up here. Kimbrough looking for a screen. We'll get it to Muteba. Inside to Siego, tipped around, not stolen. They're going to call who? They're going to call it on Kimbrough for the foul, his third. .10-14 to go in the ballgame. 9-point lead for the Trojans. Inside Samuels. He'll get fouled. Muteba will pick it up, his third. Samuels will go back to the line for more free throws. It appears everyone is in the bonus from here on out with 10 minutes to go in the ballgame. First free throw by Samuels, no good. Again, free throw percentage as a team, 66-62 in favor of the Trojans. Again, it's not necessarily a great percentage, but all depends on who's shooting them. Samuels' second free throw, he knocks it down. 5th point for Samuels. 10-point lead, though, important for the Trojans. The Cougars led early. I believe it was 4-2. But it's been all Trojans since. Looking inside for Muteba. They can't really get it to him. Kimbrough for 3. No good. Muteba tipping it around. Ball all over the place, and Wallace will come up with it. Somebody needs to get hot from beyond the arc. Good pass down low to Samuels. He's met by a host of Cougars. 3-pointer on the way for space, no good. Adidas Davis will pull down the rebound. He'll push it up to Cook. Adidas looking for a screen by Muteba. He's got the lane if he wants it. Left-handed layup, got it! Adidas Davis, 17 points for him. Timeout taken by Highland. 9:06 left to go in the ballgame. The Cougars keeping it close here. They trail by 8, 68-60. Stick with us, everyone. We'll be back. Welcome back. 9:06 to go in the ball game. 68-60. Cougars trying to keep it close here. Had it not been for Alexander's explosion in the second half, with I believe 5 3-pointers within a span of a few minutes. That's pretty much the lead, and then the Cougars have cut into that. I believe it was 15 for the largest deficit for the Cougars. They got it down to 8, just under 9 minutes to go. Against the number 7 team in the nation. 3-ball on the way, no good. Kimbrough will pull down the rebound. Jason gonna push it up. Cougars could use a bucket here. Adidas gonna drive, he'll all the way to the rack, and he's fouled. That should be on Wallace, so one of our better free throw shooters going to the line. and Adidas Davis. Second foul on Wallace. Adidas Davis back for more free throws. 17 points on the game right now for Adidas Davis. 8:42 left in the game. Adidas will step in shooting 78% beyond the free throw line, and he'll hit the first one. Free throw number 4 coming up here for Adidas. Lead is 7. Cougars trailed by 4 at the half. Second free throw in. Adidas 3 for 4 on the evening. More important, the lead is 6. Samuels at the top of the key. Give it over to Wallace. Wallace has got the lane. He's going to drive. Tough shot. No good. Muteba pulls down the board. Cougars can push it here. And took too many steps was Adidas. He didn't like the call, but the Cougars turn it over. 8:20 left to go in the ballgame. Still a 6-point lead for the Trojans. Cougars got Kimbrough, Dang, Siago, Muteba, and Davis in. Several Cougar players with 3 fouls, but nobody in risk of disqualification yet. Ball tip. Now Anderson back in the game. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Kimbrough. If so, that is Jason's 4th. So now he is in a threat to foul out. We don't need that. And Pangonis will most likely check in for him. 8:03 left to go in the ball game. 6-point lead for the Trojans, but Anderson is back in. I don't know where I got Alexander for him, but because I even have it written on there wrong. But nonetheless, Anderson with his first free throw up and in. One more for Anderson. 7-point lead for the Trojans. 8:03 left in the ball game. He'll miss that one. Muteba with another rebound. That is rebound number 8 for Alphonse. Over to Dang. Cook picked up his dribble. Now gets it to Muteba. Now back to Adidas. Adidas to Jaheim. And they're going to call a foul. I only think that's his first, but nonetheless, I think Muteba will be shooting. First foul on Dorman. Muteba will go back to the free throw line. This will be his 5th and 6th free throw on the evening. 11 points again for Muteba. Chance to cut the lead down to 5. First one up and in. .737 left to go in the ball game. Muteba to the line for one more free throw. And the lead is down to 5. He knocks them both down. 5 of 6 from the free throw line is Muteba. 69-64, 5-point lead for the Trojans. McKeer now over to Wallace. Wallace, tough shot in the lane, no good, tipped around, Dang will pull down the board. Davis is going to call out the play here, looking for a screen on either side. He's going to go to his right. Jaheim left open, and he'll get fouled. I thought Jaheim was going to throw down. He got fouled on the play, and I believe that foul will be on Wallace, which is Wallace's 3rd. More important, though, Jaheim going to the free throw line for more free throws. This will be free throw 7 and 8 on the evening for Jaheim. Jaheim with 11 points, a chance to cut into that lead. First free throw, around and out. Cougars could cut it to 4 with a free throw here. Again, Anderson went wild right out of the halftime break, hitting three-pointers left and right. He's been cold since then, and the Cougars trailed by 4 at the break. They have a chance to get it back to 4 right here, and they do. Siego knocks down the free throw, and it's a 4-point lead with 7 minutes left to go. Space going to go to his left. And back to Samuels. Samuels backdoor cut for Anderson. Tough play for Anderson as he got in the air and reversed it for the layup. Kut will get it back. Muteba got the ball knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with Highland. 6:44 left to go in the ball game. 6-point lead for the Trojans. Kut Dang will take the ball out underneath us. Close to a 5-second call, but he gets it to Davis. 6:40 left to go. Kut getting it inside Muteba. Alphonse with the left hook, got it! Muteba knocks it down, 15 points now for him. The lead is down to 4. The Bluebirds coming alive on the opposite end. I can bet Anderson looking to get the ball here. Tough play. He's fouled by, I believe, Siego. No, they're going to call it on Davis, his first. 6:16 to go in the ball game. 4-point lead, and Anderson will go back to the free throw line. You got to bet down the stretch here. He's going to get a lot of touches and a lot of looks, or at least that's what the Trojans are going to want to do. Bluebirds across the way, stomping their feet. Let's see if they can cause him to miss. They do not. 22 points for Anderson. One more free throw can push the lead back to 6. He does. So with 6:16 left, 6-point lead for the Trojans, 73-67. Davis picks up his dribble, gets it to Muteba. Now the kick out, Pangonis. Adidas launches the three, around and out. Alphonse with another board. Pangonis looking to answer. He'll pick up his dribble, kick it back. Adidas has the lane with the left hand, and it's blocked. Good call by the officials, still going up on the block. Anderson will kick it inside to Wallace. Tough play, but Wallace will answer with the bucket and the foul. Muteba will pick up the foul, his 4th. And Kimbrough will check in for Pangonis. 5:38 to go in the ballgame. 8-point lead for the Trojans, and one free throw coming for Wallace. He knocks it down. 17 points now for Wallace. 9-point lead for the Trojans. 5:30 to go in the ballgame. Adidas now over to Kut. He'll hand off to Kimbrough. Kimbrough will hand off to Davis, and unfortunately got rid of his dribble. Muteba with it. Ball taken away from behind by Anderson. Samuels looking for the lob inside. Too easy for Makar. And unfortunately, like that, the lead back to 11. 78-67, pull-up jumper, Kimbrough, no good. Under 5 minutes to go. Time not on the Cougar side. It was about this time that Pangonis hit them, I believe it was 6 3-pointers, and he is at the scorer's table now. 3-pointer on the way short. And Samuels gets his own board, and they're going to call a block on, I believe, Muteba, and if so, that's his 5th. It is. Muteba will foul out with 15 points and 9 rebounds on the evening. A good job by him tonight. Samuels will go to the line, a chance to extend the lead. Again, the Cougars had it down to 4 at 71-67. It's now an 8-point run by the Trojans. It's now 79-67, a 12-point lead. One more free throw coming for Samuels. This one will drop in. And a timeout, I believe, taken by Triton. 4:28 left to go in the ball game. They've got the lead back to 13. It's 80-67 Triton. Want to watch the end of the ball game? The only place you can is right here. Streaming live worldwide is HMC, the home of your Highland Cougar men and women basketball. Welcome back. 4:28 left to go in the ball game. 80-67 Triton. Pangonis has checked in. Again, he hit 5 straight 3-pointers in this corner right in front of the Cougar bench. Hopefully somebody can catch fire. The three-point specialists are in: Kimbrough, Davis, and Pangonis. And Kimbrough will bring the ball up for the Cougars. Siago over to TJ. TJ gonna try and drive. And the ball swatted by McCarr and stolen by the Trojans. Almost stolen. It is stolen back by Kimbrough. To Siago. You gotta call the block there. There you go.
Everybody clap your hands.
He wasn't there long enough. I didn't believe the last one was a charge, but we'll take the foul, and Siago will go to the line for 2. The foul will be on Space, which should be his 4th. It is. Siago back to the free throw line. He'll be shooting free throw 9 and 10 on the evening. 12 points for Jaheim. 4:03 left to go in the ball game. First free throw, no good. One more chance here for Jaheim, the freshman from Belize. This one's off to the right. I can see it already, and he missed it. So the Cougars come away empty here. And I believe it's double bonus from here on out, any foul other than a charge. And we're under 4 minutes. Cougars need a run of any kind here. Wallace to the hole. He'll get the call and the bucket. Pangonis will pick up the foul, his first. But the basket is good, and Wallace will go to the line for the and one free throw. And one free throw, no good, tipped around, and Davis will come up with it. Like I said, it's time for something here. Pangonis with it, he's gonna drive, pull up jumper, got it. TJ Pangonis knocks it down. Full court pressure now by the Cougars. Timeout taken by Highland. 3:32 left to go in the ball game. It's 82-69 Triton. We'll be back here in a minute. Don't go away. Again, the only place you can watch your Highland Cougar ladies and men basketball games is streaming live worldwide right here on HMC. Welcome back. Full court pressure going to be applied here by the Cougars. Tagaya is checked in for Highland. Wallace will get it to space. And here come the Cougars. Wallace doing a good job getting it across the timeline to Anderson. Again, Triton does not need to score here. They're going to take as much time off the clock as they can here before they need to shoot. Shot clock's at 10. Wallace up top. Too many steps for Samuels, and coach not happy with it. Samuels will knock down the three. Definitely missed that travel. Three by Pangonis. He can't answer. And it's 85-69 with 2:50 left to go in the ballgame. Space going to drive to the hole. Nice ball fake, and he'll knock it down. Lead, unfortunately, now to 18. With 2:30 left to go, the Cougars need something, and they need it very quickly. Adidas looking to answer, no good. 2:20 left in the ball game. Cougars have fought valiantly here. Anderson's going to run the shot clock down. It's down to 10 with 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. Drive to his right, and he'll kick it right to Adidas. Adidas wisely jumping in the passing lane. Nice ball fake, and a throw down by by Siago. Timeout taken by, I believe, Triton. 1:49 left to go in the ball game. It's 87-71 Triton. Stick with us, everyone. We'll be back. Correction, that was a timeout taken by Highland. They're out of timeouts now, trailing by 16. 1:49 left on the clock. Most likely going to be some full court pressure and some fouls. I'm guessing Coach Burns has his best free throw shooters in at the moment, as he made several substitutions as well. And the ball now stolen by the Cougars. Inside, Adidas got it. Adidas Davis for the scoring bucket. They still got a ways to go. Now stolen again. This time they still can't score. Davis will score again. Adidas Davis all over the place. Do they get the foul as well? Yes, sir. And one free throw coming for Davis. This was a 16-point lead a matter of seconds ago. To Adidas, Davis scores, and now a chance with an and one free throw to cut it down to 11. 1:31 left to go in the ball game. $23 points for Davis so far. He has a chance to add to it, and one free throw up and in. More full court pressure. Anderson's the one they want with the ball. He's stuck in the corner. He'll dribble through it. Ball dribble, drop. No one gets this travel call. Coach wanted it as he slid along. A high throw, no good, and the Cougars will get the ball on the steal. Here comes Adidas. He's going all the way, and the ball's knocked away. They're going to call the foul on Dorman, so Davis will go back to more free throws. Second foul for Dorman. And Adidas is coming back. He's got more free throws. 1:12 left to go in the ball game. With 2 free throws, the Cougars could cut it under 10, which, like I said, keep it down under 10. Anything can happen. Somebody can catch fire here with some threes, and a timeout taken by the Trojans. 1:12 left to go in the ball game. It is an 11-point lead for the Trojans, and 1 free throw coming for Adidas Davis. We'll be back here in a minute. The only place you can watch your Highland Cougar men and women's basketball is right here on HMC, streaming live worldwide. Don't go away, anyone. Welcome back. And I believe it's an and one free throw coming for Davis. Or no, it's 2 free throws coming for. 2 free throws coming for Adidas. This will be his 6th and 7th free throw on the evening. Like I said, if he can knock these down, the lead will be under 10. It was about 18 not that long ago, so the Cougar offense has come alive. They just need to keep pushing through. First free throw for Adidas, up and in. 24 points right now for Adidas. Excuse me, that's 25 points now for Adidas. 10-point lead for the Trojans, 1:12 left, 1 more free throw. He'll set, shoot, and score. 6 for 7 from the line here is Adidas. And they got him tight. Cougar defense doing well, but Dorman will get across. No, is he gonna call the foul, or did he step on the line? It appears it's gonna call a foul. And I believe that's on Dang. It'll be his 3rd. 1:05 left to go in the ball game. 9-point lead for the Trojans. Dorman will go to the line for some free throws. Dorman's first free throw, up and in. I believe some rim protectors coming in now for the Trojans. Although the Cougars most likely going to shoot some 3-pointers. Rebound by Siago, and here come the Cougars. Adidas got crushed, got it! Big time 3, Adidas Davis, and get the foul! 57 seconds left to go. The lead now cut to 7, and a free throw could cut it to 6. 3-point bucket is good. Dorman picks up the foul, his 3rd. And Adidas Davis back to the line for more free throws. It'll be his 8th free throw on the evening. .57 seconds left to go. 88-81 Trojans. Adidas and 1 free throw. Got it. 7 for 8 from the line is Adidas. 6-point lead. Here they go to Anderson again. And, they're going to call a foul. And we're going back to the other end for some free throws. And I believe they called it on Jaheim. Yes, Siego will pick up the foul, his fourth. 6-point lead for Highland, although Anderson might not be the man you want at the free throw line, but he's got 2 free throws. The Cougars, we can get a miss here, at least one. They still have a chance here with some threes. Anderson will knock down the first one. 24 points for him. Again, had 3 points in the first half. He was out with foul trouble. And boy, have they needed him in the second. And he'll knock down both free throws, so it's an 8-point lead. Cougars need somebody here to come alive. Adidas has been the man. He'll get it to Siego. Jaheen in the spin move up off the glass, and he can't convert. Again, the Cougars need to start converting some of these so they can get the and one free throw. And if that is correct, has Wallace fouled out? He has.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
Jaheim Siego to the line for 2 free throws. His first one up and in. This is Jaheim's 12th free throw coming here. He's got 15 on the evening. Lead is down to 7. 42 seconds left to go. Jaheim knocks them both down. More full court pressure by the Cougars. Space will get it to Anderson again. And Dorman gets free. And a layup by McCarr. So the lead, and now a steal as Adidas, I think, rolled his ankle, but that'll probably do it with 30 seconds left to go and an 8-point lead. 92-84. The Cougars, a valiant effort here. Again, just can't get over the hump against the good teams. They had a good showing against Indian Hills a week or so ago. And with 10 seconds left to go, Dorman, and that'll end it here as Davis will bring it up. And he'll throw down a dunk. I don't know why, but either way, Davis throws down the dunk to end the ball game. And your final score, the Cougars fall by 8, 94-86. We'll be back here in a minute with some post-game stats. And, of course, the head coach of the Highland Cougars, Mr. Luke Norman. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Final score, the Trojans hold off your Cougars 94-86. Scoring as follows: Kimbrough, 10 points, 8 boards. Pangonas, 3 points, 2 boards. Alphonse Muteba, 15 points, 9 boards. Jaheim Siego, 16 points, 5 boards. Kut Dang, 8 points and 8 boards. Gigi Jivan Shatak with a bucket for 2 points. My Cougar of the game, no question, though. Adidas Davis, 32 points and 4 rebounds. He was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. And we'll be back here shortly with the head coach of the Highland Cougars, Mr. Luke Norman. Stay with us, everyone. Welcome back. We are joined now by head coach Luke Norman. Coach, I wanted you to keep it close. You did, and a great effort by the team today. What did you see?
Oh, yeah, great effort. Again, when we compete, I'm always happy. Adidas is a warrior, man. It seems like he plays 40 minutes every game, plays hard every game. Alphonse is really picking it up. I thought our bigs took a big step forward today. And I thought Cut Dang, man, he came in, hadn't played much lately, and came in, had a real big impact.
Again, never give up. You got it down to 4. Again, of course, huge 32 points by Adidas. We needed someone to step up, and he was one there, and a great job. What do you got coming up? You got Sauk Valley coming up Thursday. You just faced them, so nothing really new, just same game plan, and away you go.
We just got to continue to build and practice. We're playing harder. I think we're taking another step forward as a team, find who can play. And, yeah, we just got to keep getting better, man. I like the trend that we're going right now. Well, we need to get one of these big wins here.
Yeah,
and they deserve it. We deserve one.
Right. You faced 2 of the top 10 teams in the nation, and you went toe-to-toe with them, and you were really close.
Yeah.
We're almost there. Don't worry, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, I'm confident moving forward. We just got to continue to get better each day. And we got a great group, man. They play hard. They like each other. And, again, as long as we compete, that's all I care about.
All right. Congratulations. A good effort tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on Thursday. Next matchup for the men will be Thursday against Sauk Valley. A great effort today. Unfortunately, we come up short. The next broadcast, though, will be this Tuesday for the ladies against Kishwaukee. For King Arthur Schmidt, the King of the Britons, this is a marvelous one, saying good night, everyone. We will see you on Tuesday.